Hey everyone, it is your girl, the one, the only, Spicy. And I'm here today on my Khalees I Hate You So Much Right Now. Yes, I had to bring this out because, first of all, I'm going on vacation soon. I'll be in LA. And I was like, yo, like, I really want to bring this wig out. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring this wig out today. Thank you. I was like, you know what? Let me bring this wig out today because I got to break it in. Like, I got to break it in for real. Yes, I'm on my Khalees I Hate You So Much Right Now. But yeah, I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is doing well. I had a very productive week. I was productive at like some points throughout the week, and like, you know, very sporadic, but yeah, I kind of had to scale it back because I had to get like my work, my day job. Like I had to get a lot of that work done, so I really couldn't focus too much on like my creative pursuits and ambitions. But it is what it is. I'm probably gonna turn up next week and whatnot and just scale it back on like my day job since I work from home and it's flexible. But yeah, I hope everyone is well. I'm not sure if I've read on this before. I really can't tell you. I don't remember if I have. But yeah, so today I'm just gonna keep it light. I'm gonna keep it fun, and we're just going to talk about how to level up your sexy, I guess. And we're not using it as an adjective, we're gonna use it as a noun. So how to level up your sexy, and I think I'm gonna focus more so on like self-esteem and confidence, because it's more so than just being like, oh, Spirit said you need to do your hair, like, or Spirit said you need to put on makeup or whatever. Like, it's not as simple as that. Oh, nail update. Yeah, nail update. My nails are still going. It's been 2 weeks now. So my nails are still going. They're still going strong. No lifting, which is great. No lifting at all. If I could keep these on for like not 3 more weeks. If I could keep these on for like maybe 2 more weeks, I would. But I have to switch it up next week because I'm going to LA. So I'm actually going to LA with outchea. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're still nice for the most part. You can see where they're growing out. But luckily the products that I have are like actually pretty good products for like a beginner to have. So they're still going strong. But yeah, I'll definitely post the new set that I do, which is going to be this upcoming week. So yeah, thank you. I've had this hair for a very long time. I just never took it out. I'm trying to get like y'all facts. I'm starting off Leo season the right way. Facts. This is a partial look. This is a partial LA look, but I'm gonna have to bring it back out. So yeah, you see, facts, chocolate beauty, facts. We really be going places. Like Miami's definitely a hot spot right now for coronavirus, but we going to Miami in October. It is what it is. We're gonna come back home, and just in case, we just gonna have to self-quarantine. But yeah, like all the places that we've been going, things we've been doing, like it's the coronavirus just has not touched us. So can you share details on his hair? Sure. Actually, the crazy thing is that this wig, I don't think it's in production anymore, but it's called Sassy H Sam. And typically I would wear this wig in like a 99J, and I feel like Chocolate Beauty, you asked me for details on this wig before because I had it in a 99J, but this wig, I don't think it's in production anymore. So I've had this wig literally for maybe like a year and a half, and then everybody bought the shit up, so here it is. But yeah, I've had this wig for like a year and a half, and I think it's out of production, which is ass because this is like one of my favorite wigs. You know when you just get a wig and it's just like, yo, I fucking love this wig, and you just buy it over and over? that's typically what I do with the 1B Dominican curly joint, and I wear it to the side, or I wear it back, or I wear it like this. That's kind of what I do. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I don't think it's in production, but you could look on Amazon, because I feel like they had like a couple left, and I feel like these still might be available and whatnot. So yeah, how to elevate your sexy. Basically, we're going to be looking at where are you currently on your bad. Take out the TC, so it's BIH. Where are you on? Where are you on that journey currently? What feelings are you currently suppressing, since we're looking at like self-esteem and, you know, confidence and whatnot, self-efficacy. What is actually suppressing you, because there really be like actual legit like forces that might be working against you. So what is actually suppressing you from being able to, you know, step out into this world in your full potential? And then also some advice to shed those energies so that you can truly unleash that sexy within you. So I don't know, let me know if y'all fuck with that. I just came up with that shit like 2 hours ago, because I was like, damn, I don't know what I'm reading for. Like I always don't know. And I just be like, fuck it, like let's read. So all right, let's get it. I think I used up like enough time, but for the most part, as most of you have already seen, my readings are 50% off now until the 22nd of August. And make sure you check me out on YouTube, and then also stay tuned for my online store. There's some products that I've already essentially produced. I just haven't mass produced them. I just have prototypes, so I think I'm about ready to release that. So right now I am developing an online store, and we're gonna get it popping. So yeah, make sure to share my 50% off reading deal, because it's just cost effective, like for anybody that's on a budget, for anybody that wants more questions answered. It's just gonna be cheaper than if I wasn't having this deal. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get it. I have the goddess deck out, and I'm just gonna do a general check-in, weekly check-in, I guess, since I do a check-in every week. And yeah, I have some rosé. I had to let the whiskey go, because the whiskey really is counterproductive to my workouts. But the rosé, especially if I have like a dry rosé, like I'll be good tomorrow and can still get up and work out and do what I need to do. But I guess I'm getting too old for the whiskey now. I'm getting too old. My whiskey run is almost done. It's almost done. So I'm kind of getting the same, I don't want to say the same shit, but it's good energies. I'm just kind of, it's just like a continuation. I feel like every week is like a continuation of like the same energies, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I don't never really pick up on like stuff that's like completely detrimental. I never really pick up on stuff like that. So yeah, right now I feel like there's a huge emphasis and focus. It's crazy, this is a love reading, but there's a huge emphasis and focus on partnering. And I feel like this is what came up in the last reading, where it was like people were going to be a little anxious about their partner, or who they were supposed to be with, or it was a lot of anxiety around like who your next romantic partner is, if this person is going to be your soulmate, or because let me tell you something, I don't even want to talk about my twin flame. Like I don't even want to talk about it, or false twin flame. I don't even want to talk about that person. But at this point, I think I had just basically settled on having a high level soulmate. Like I wouldn't be opposed to dating partnering with a soulmate at this point in my journey. But basically, there was some anxiety about that, and I feel like a lot of you all have gotten a better hold on that as anxiety, and instead of being all in your imagination about it, or even being like confused, I'm like picturing the 7 of Cups. It seems like you all are embodying more of a grounded energy. There's more divine energy that is surrounding the area of romantic love when it comes to you. So I feel like you all have just not necessarily chalked love and just been like, it's not for me, but you've more so in a sense like you just kind of gave it to God, or you gave it to the higher power, or whomever you show reverence to. You just kind of chalked it and was just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to let spirit, let the universe, let God, let the higher power, let Gaia just intervene and do what they have to do. Whiskey is for older ladies. Well, I'm an older woman. But for the most part, I feel like you all are just kind of allowing the divine to intervene within your love life, as opposed to just being anxious about it, which is pretty cool. I really like that. So you all are just embodying more of a grounded energy to your approach, not only in love, but I feel like to your approach in most areas of your life. Now, this Shakti card is still coming up, which is showing transformation. So obviously you all are still within some type of you're in some type of like between world stage where you are now transforming your old life and just old cycles and patterns that you might have been stuck in. If it has to do with love, I feel like you all are taking more of a grounded, rational, practical approach to love, as opposed to being all like in your imagination and shit. Which is cool, because I feel like if you embody this grounded energy within your next relationships moving forward, then you won't really experience any of those like major tower moments, or things won't come as a surprise or come in shock to you. I feel like just even including myself within this as the collective, I've always been shocked when it's come to people that I've dealt with. Like, it's always some piece of information I feel like that's left out, and once that information gets introduced, it's kind of that saying that's like, if it doesn't come out in the wash, it'll come out in the rinse. And once that shit come out in the rinse, it's like the whole shit is fucked up, like, for lack of better terms. Like, the whole shit is fucked up, and it's unexpected. But I feel like you all are taking more of a grounded and rational approach to things in general, and I feel like this energy is also pouring into your romantic life. But there is an emphasis on romance here. I mean, it's Leo season. Maybe you want to get out there. You all might be tired of being in the home. I feel like since typically there's divine feminines that are watching my live, and then men will go back and watch my lives later. They won't really tune in live like that. But if it seems like you all like have just been like marinating in the house and stuff, like, and now it's like you actually ready to get out there, and you're ready to allow yourself to actually shine bright. And yeah, I feel like you all have definitely been marinating in the house. It reminds me of like in the one Drake song when he's just like, where have you been? Like, who's been hiding you? Like, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that Drake song when he be like, where have you been? Yeah, but it's like, where have you been? You really been in the house. But I feel like it's a lot of transformation that has been going on in the house. But I also, even more particularly just in your divine femininity and becoming more grounded, practical, and realistic. But I feel like you all are ready to get out there. You all have been definitely very grounded, practical, and realistic when it comes to your creative endeavors as well, and different opportunities that you want to take. Some of your ideas and things that you have in mind haven't yet shown themselves, or haven't yet come to fruition, but it's just, there's a maturation process that's kind of going on as far as the different things that you want to do. I feel like a lot of the things that you want to do require you to be out of the house. Yeah. A lot of the things that you want to do require you to be out of the house, and I feel like in some aspects quarantine feels like you kind of like locked up, like locked up, no Akon. Like, I feel like you feel like a lot of the things you want to do require you to be social, require you to be out, require you to actually be able to partner with people, see people face to face, and commune. And in some ways, it might make you feel like antsy. It's kind of what I'm getting, antsy or impatient. But there's a lot of spiritual work that's kind of going on right now in your life, which is pretty nice. I'm still getting a vibe that you all are very focused on your spirituality and just utilizing your spirituality to make progress and to make clearly defined like changes and evolution within your life. So I feel like who you were when the pandemic started is not the person that you're gonna be whenever quarantine is officially lifted. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but just apply it to, I guess, your state or wherever you are. But yeah, you all are still focused on taking care of yourself. A lot of you all are on a twin flame journey as well. And the twin flame journey is more so about self and about your own evolution as opposed to the other person, even though the other person that you might deem as your twin flame is who triggers that healing to happen by doing a whole bunch of fucked up shit that doesn't meet your expectations, doesn't meet your standards, crosses your boundaries until you finally stand up for yourself and say, well, that this is enough and I deserve more. So the twin flame journey is more so about self-love and evolution of self. So you all are very much so in that Queen of Cups energy as well. Very nurturing, not even more so towards others, but even towards yourself, and to these different opportunities and endeavors that you want to do that haven't yet come to fruition. So yeah, sangle and ready to entangle. Facts. Who ain't ready to entangle? Facts. Who is not? Entanglements. Entanglement. She definitely coined the term of 2020. Nobody's gonna let that go until some other fucked up shit happens, and then we gonna forget about Jada. But yeah, let me go ahead and get one more card. Yeah, this is basically oh, so we have some master numbers here as well, but yeah, 11 and 22. But this is basically it's just bringing up the same shit that I had already said, as far as like you all being ready to get out there. And a lot of your work is based on communication with others, is based on partnerships with others. So that might make you a little impatient as well. But I don't know, just relax and I guess be patient, because it seems like the different creative endeavors and opportunities, things that you want to work on aren't yet like, they're not yet birthed, you know, and they have not yet fully presented themselves out into the world. So just embody some patience and whatnot, but it is showing that you all do want to get out and just commune with other people, which is what I already said. But yeah, you all are still transforming, still within this cycle of evolution, which is pretty good. I haven't really seen any energies that are taking us backwards, but we're still moving forwards, which is really nice. All right, let me move on. I did bring out the tea leaves, so I'm just gonna get some cards from the tea leaves and just see what they say, just cause. See what they say, just cause. I have some tea leaves that came out. See what they say, just cause. Yeah, it's just showing that you all are just waiting for, or trying to embody some type of patience. So you're waiting for things to pan out. A lot of you all should definitely be very blessed, because this could be spirit, or this could be a close friend of yours that is just being loyal and just loyal towards you and just embodying some type of protection. So this could definitely be spirit protecting you. Now, I would embody some type of caution. Don't share too many of your ideas or things that you want to do with everybody. because it seems like there could be some forces that are working against you, is what the tea leaves are saying. I'm gonna go a little bit more into that, because whenever I see shit like that, it just signifies hating to me, and it's just like, who's hating and what's the details? Like, what's the details on that? But yeah, try to stick very close to loyal friends, and even if you have family members that are loyal to you, try to stick with those people as well. So don't try to tell too many of your ideas or things that you're working on to other people, because you know it's still in the maturation process right now. You know, so you don't really want anything to affect that. But yeah, a lot of you all are still destined for more income, more opportunities, and more money. That's something that is showing up here as well. If there are any I guess, what can I say, creative endeavors that you might have put on the back burner, or if there are any talents and skills that you have that you can make money off of, then I think you should start like advertising those skills and those different things that you can do. But yeah, I think that another important thing that you all are doing is just trying to have more faith and just having more hope. So it reminds me of the Star card, which is all about like faith and hope and wishful thinking. That your endeavors and the things that you're working on will pan out and be something that's positive, will create some revenue, some income for you. So just continue up with that positive thinking, because it seems like it's going to be very beneficial to you as you begin this endeavor. So let's look into the hating. Yeah, some people are hating on you because you're making obvious changes within your life. This could even be like people that you used to consider as friends, and people that you used to be loyal to. Hey, people that you used to be loyal to, but it's showing that like some people, they're hating on you because there's legit changes that you're making. So I feel like we've been talking about like internal shifts for a while, and just like just clearing up a lot of like old energies and stuff and moving into something new. And I feel like the moon energy has been very like prevalent in your life. I mean, now we in Leo season and we could just, you know, bask in the sun and shit. But I really feel like even through Cancer, and then of course like Pisces season, I feel like like there was a lot of healing. There was a lot of things that I feel like shook you up. And especially during Cancer season, because that is it's a very emotional time. But I feel like some people are definitely hating because it seems like you've came out of those seasons, or just came out of these, or coming out of these past cycles that are just uncovering a new you. And so I feel like that's why people are hating. So if you have any ideas and anything that's going to continue to elevate you or create more income, it's best to just like keep those ideas close to you, as opposed to sharing them with everybody, because you don't know who's a hater. You don't know who's a hater. Like, you don't know who's a hater. You don't know who's going to steal your ideas. You don't know. But yeah, I feel like if you are still friends with somebody that could potentially be a hater, and you feel that energy that's kind of coming from them, I feel like it's taking a toll on you. It's taking a toll on you. And I mean, honestly, I've just dealt with this situation, so I could tell you like this was something that took a toll on me. Where I wasn't really at my best energetically, because I just couldn't understand how someone that was so close to me would be acting out in this way. But like I said, if it doesn't come out in the wash, it comes out in the rinse. And I feel as though you're just gonna have to separate yourself from this person, or from these people that are, you know, that are essentially in your way. Or, you know, you just know when people don't really be as happy for you as you would like them to be. And I mean, honestly, any validation and attention you should be giving yourself, so you should be the happiest for yourself. But, you know, sometimes you just want family and you want friends to support. But as you continue to evolve, you'll get to a certain place, and if that person isn't, you know, at that place, or if they're not actively working to get to that place, they cannot be happy for you. And that's just facts. So yeah, if you all are still in a situation with someone that you know doesn't have your best interest in mind, then it's just best that you separate yourself. and just get out of that situation. So that's what the tea leaves had to say. I know it wasn't really too much focused on love, but for some reason, whenever I bring the tea leaves out, it always focuses on like money and whatnot. But yeah, there are some avenues that I feel like that you should explore to increase your income. So yeah, I'm going to drink some of this rosé, and then we're gonna get into the actual reading. Reading. I have about 25, 30 minutes left, so let's get it popping. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Let me know. All right, so which deck am I going to use? I don't know, because I be having all my favorites out here. All right, I'm gonna start with the Modern Witch Tarot. And we're just gonna get some current energies to see where you currently are on your bad bitch journey. Like, where are you? Any journey that we're taking is towards transformation. It's towards evolution. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Like, the weeks be going by fast. So, like, I literally woke up today and I was like, damn, it's already Friday. Shit, I gotta read today. But I'm doing all right. Just busy, still single mothering through a pandemic. You know, dealing with some unfortunate baby daddy drama, which I don't like. But at the end of the day, I had to get that shit out of my energy, get that shit out of my aura, so that I can really truly show up in my best self for this reading. So yeah, let's look at where are you currently on your bad journey. That was a term that this guy that I was dating like a while ago, but I had to stop dating him because he was dirty, like, and I couldn't take it. But he would always say "bih" instead of saying the bitch word. So I was like, okay, cool, like, that's cool with me. Like, I was like, that's cool with me. But let's see what else is going on with y'all right now. I feel like, should I get another John? Nah, I'm gonna just chill right now with these two. But all right, so I feel like you all are in the process, like where you are right now, you're really redefining like what your role is or how you show up in this world. I feel like in the past you might have shown up as someone who was a nurturer towards other people. So you would always put other people first, or you would always make sure that, you know, people were straight, whether it be your family, whether it be anybody that you were romantically involved with. But I really don't get the vibe that you ever really truly put yourself first. And it's unfortunate, but I feel as though you were playing a role that wasn't truly authentic to who you are now. So I feel like you all are in the process of just reassessing yourself, reassessing how you show up in the world, and reassessing what is important to you. Also reassessing your standards, your expectations, and then also creating strong boundaries for yourself. So I don't know, like, y'all are really more so kind of like in a whenever I get messages, I be like, no, I don't want to cuss, like, but you all are just kind of in a fuck it type of energy. Like, I'm doing what feels right to me. I'm putting my ideals first. I'm putting my morality, my ethics first. Like, I feel like you all are cutting through and eliminating just old aspects of yourself that not even suit you, but just suited other people. So basically the roles in which you played for other people. And so now you're just like, I'm putting myself first. And you're understanding that if there was any type of responsibilities that you took on that didn't actually even suit you or benefit you, it just benefited other people, that you're dropping those responsibilities. So I'm really kind of getting like 10 of Wands in reverse, even though I don't see it here, but it's just like dropping responsibilities and burdens and things that no longer apply to you. So you're reassessing how you show up more so for other people, and you're trying to show up more so for yourself. A lot of you all too, I guess, are abandoning like old ideals when it comes to motherhood or towards being a wife. And I think it's more so based on like who you are now. So I feel like when you thought about like becoming married or something, I felt like you thought that you were gonna play a specific type of role. Some people even, I feel like, subscribe to like that traditional role of women when it comes to women being married, like being a stay-at-home mom or something, or you know what I'm trying to say. And it seems like you all are kind of like rebelling against that, and more so I'm getting like more so trying to put your own career first and your own wants first. So a lot of you all, even though you might want to have a partner and be in a relationship, I don't really see that you all right now are like, the end goal could be marriage, but I don't see like marriage being something that immediately has to happen, only because I feel like you want to get used to this new person that you're becoming, and you want to get used to that new person so that you can actually present that to your partner and just be like, well, this is who I am, and then establish whatever relationship that you want with them from the new you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're just trying to show up as who you authentically are. So you want to be able to present that authentic person to another person. So it's just showing up that like you're really trying to clear out all the smoke and mirrors, and you're trying to just step into who you truly are, and you want to be able to benefit yourself more so than benefiting other people. So that's where you are right now. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Didn't I just say 10 of Wands in reverse? And then here we go, 10 of Wands in reverse. So you all are, like I said, basically just trying to drop burdens, responsibilities, and things that no longer apply to you. I feel like you all, like I said, have just played certain roles because it's just worked well for other people, but I don't think it's really worked well for you. So you might definitely be experiencing like burnout, and it's just like you don't know why you're tired, and it's like you're tired because you're doing too much and you're expelling too much of your energy towards other people, and now you're just trying to reassess that. And I'll tell you, once you start doing this shit, like start going through in this process of just showing up fully for yourself, like you definitely might lose friendships. People definitely might hate on you, and that includes family members as well, because they can't get those benefits that come from you anymore. Those are now benefits that you're giving towards yourself. So honestly, once the relationships start getting really like iffy and weird and shit, I just be like, I'm gonna have to take a step back from this because this is fucking weird. Like, it's fucking weird. But it seems like that's kind of what's going on with y'all, and y'all are just trying to put more of your energy back into yourself. And you're not really trying to play any games. So there's an air of like maturity that's there's just an air of maturity that's surrounding you, where it's like you're just focusing more so on yourself as opposed to other people. I'm just gonna get 2 more cards, and then we're gonna move on, since that's where you are currently. Yeah, I feel like this responsibility that you in these roles that you in a sense created for yourself, or even roles that other people imposed on you to fit their agendas, I feel like you in a sense it stagnated you. You know, you can even still be dealing with the fallout of this stagnation, of not moving forward. But let me get another John here. Yeah, you weren't caring for yourself. So that's probably why you were stagnated as far as within all of these responsibilities. You weren't really moving forward. Shit just wasn't working out for you. And you were just caring too much about other people and about these roles that I said that have been imposed on you, and even roles that you've imposed on yourself. And you weren't really showing too much nurturing and care towards yourself. And in a sense, this was actually really throwing off your energy, because you could have found yourself becoming more like snappy and more irritable, and that's literally because you're just out of balance, and not in tune with yourself and what your needs actually are. You were too much in tune with what other people wanted, and that's just a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you all weren't standing in the truth of who you are, and it's just like you weren't being really caring and nurturing towards yourself. But this new energy of like dropping burdens, dropping responsibilities, and changing, just like evolving and just changing everything, I feel like you had to get real with yourself. So that's cutting through all of this old energy, because this is actually authentically like who you are. Like you're stepping into that in the current moment. So yeah. It's unfortunate that this is something that you had to deal with in the past, but I always feel like even though things can be very hard, difficult, and challenging, that if you learn the lesson and pay attention, and I guess even listen more so to your intuition, then it will lead you to where you have to go and who you have to be, and you'll know better. So next time, even if people try you or whatnot, or even if you try yourself and feel like, damn, like I should go back doing hella shit for people. Like once you stop doing stuff for people and you start focusing more on yourself, it's very impossible for you to go back. But you might have those feelings where you start feeling sorry for people and shit. And it's not to say like don't help people, but if you don't have it to give, then you also have to realize like I can't do this, you know. So it's more so you having to tell yourself and convince yourself like, you know, I actually can't do this. Because I can't tell you the countless times that I've agreed to doing things and then I just felt really bad afterwards, because I wasn't pouring into myself, but I was spending so much time doing things for other people. So I feel like if anything, this like Ace of Swords card here is just more so for you. And when you see this, it's more so about you checking yourself when this card comes into play, like checking yourself, checking where you are, and whatnot. And whenever I see this card, it always reminds me of the OT Genesis song where he be like, cut it. Like, not to reference, you know, illegal substances, but it just reminds me about like just the Ace of Swords coming into play, some new type of action, or some new type of integrity that is coming to play into the situation, or you know, just something new that essentially changes and switches up everything. So it reminds me, it mirrors like with the Tower card, because it's just some type of action, and even unexpected action, and there's really nothing that you can do about it. You just have to kind of weather the storm and let the chips fall where they fall. There's really nothing you can do about it. So even with this own transformation that you're going through, I feel like it's nothing you could do about it. It's like if you procrastinated, Spirit was like, well, we're not going to procrastinate with this any longer, because you have to get to where you need to be. And if you're standing in your own way, then Spirit's going to tell you like, I'm going to get you out your own way. So if anything, if you start feeling sorry and doing things like that, then you have to get out of your own way, because what is feeling sorry doing for you at the end of the day? Your shit not getting done, but you helping other people progress their stuff and move, and they're progressing and moving forward, and you're still at the same place. It's not right, because you know you don't feel good about it at the end of the day. So are you going to have that temporary feeling of guilt and shame for not being there for someone else, or a lifetime feeling guilt, shame, or regret for not putting work into yourself? So that's where you currently are right now. I feel like you all might still be at a crossroads with that too. Just trying to figure out how you can still show up for yourself, and then of course still show up for other people. It is possible, but it's okay to take a step back from other people to focus on you. But when you do that, just understand some people gonna be pissed, but what can you do? If somebody's really truly happy and supportive for you, they're not going to come at you if you need to take a step back. You know, they're going to understand that you're doing something that you need to do for your own soul's growth. So what feelings are you currently suppressing? So what are you currently suppressing? It's like whenever I write out the questions for this, I don't be thinking it's gonna get so deep. Like I don't be thinking, but it's like can't stop it. Like I can't stop. Can't stop it. But this one wanted to come out. So some feelings that you're currently suppressing right now. I feel like at different moments in time, you truly what you're suppressing, I feel like, is sometimes there's just moments where you just don't feel as confident, and there's just moments where you don't feel as strong, or there's moments where your ego might take over and start telling you some shit that you don't want to hear. Just understand, like, those lower level vibrations that you feel are definitely natural. It's something that every human feels, but it's up to you to remain in that energy or to transmute that energy into something more positive and to shift out of that. But I feel like unhappiness definitely is something that you tend to suppress, and it's important to be able to address that thing. Once you're able to address those lower level vibrations and to see them for what they truly are, and to try to understand why it is that you feel a certain type of way, then it won't scare you to feel those feelings, because you'll understand, like, okay, well, I'm feeling envious because of this, or I'm feeling jealous because of this, I'm feeling sad because of this, this is making me feel powerless because of this, you know, and fill in the blanks, because they're different for every one of us, because we've all had different childhood and life experiences up until this point. So I feel like if you're able to look at those energies and those feelings for what they are, and to become more self-aware, it'll just make you, it won't make you scared anymore. Like, you'll be able to understand these energies, and then to do your alchemy thing, be an energy alchemist, and shift it into something better, and you utilize that energy for something more positive. But in order to be able to do that, you have to be willing to face those emotions. So I feel like something that you're suppressing is just not feeling confident, not feeling strong, not feeling courageous or brave enough to handle the different life challenges that you have. And something else that I feel like you're suppressing is the simple fact of, like, life, I feel like, hasn't been fair to you. And I'm starting to get emotional when I think about it, because I can definitely see myself even within the collective right now, where it's just like you feel like life just isn't fair to you. Like, things aren't turning out the way in which you would like them to turn out. And I feel like it's important to feel those emotions as well. Like I said, as long as you don't stay in those emotions or in that vibration, and you actually do something about it. Is kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, like, something you're suppressing is just feeling like things just haven't worked out for you, and then also feeling like you might not be strong enough to handle any challenges that are coming your way. Yeah. And this one here. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you all might not have any confidence and faith that you can truly be independent and really not need anybody for anything. Especially materially is coming up. So a lot of you all might have a lot of fears and anxieties that surround money, and those are things that I feel like you need to address, because they are affecting your own self-esteem and confidence, and being able to get out and put yourself out there into the world and whatnot. So I feel as though money might be a fear. Like, you feel as though you just don't have what it takes to make the amount of money that you want, or you don't have what it takes to be completely independent. That's something I feel like you've been suppressing. And as far as on the side of life not being fair, I feel like you all are suppressing even a fear of success as well. So there could just be fears all the way around, where it's just like, oh, like, I actually might turn this thing around and things might actually start to look up for me. I feel like there's a fear surrounding that too, or just not knowing when your season is. You know how they say, like, there's a season for everything, and everybody has their own season when it's like they're gonna win. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And like, all the things that you want are gonna, you know, start happening and things are going to start moving forward. I feel like it's just a fear surrounding that as well. Like, when is it going to be my turn? Like, when are things going to start to work out for me? Because life hasn't been fair to me in the past. So that's something that I feel like is being suppressed as well. So just it's more so just fears, you know, fears as far as, but I feel like it's all based in just life not being fair. You know what I'm trying to say? And so I feel like when you're so used to like disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, those disappointments will tell you that you know, like, this is just how life is, and it's just going to continue on in this cycle, and things just aren't going to work out for me and whatnot. But it's definitely affecting other areas, because life not being fair is affecting how you feel about you finally gaining independence and having what you need, whether it be just money or status, or the confidence you feel like you should have, or just evolving into like a better version of yourself. I don't know, it's a lot of fear surrounding that, and I think that that's something that you should take the time to address and at least be aware about it, because if you're clear about it, you'll be in a better place to be able to tackle those things, because as situations come up, the more that you're able to address those things and to resolve them in that moment instead of putting them to the back burner, I feel like that's what's going to help you be able to have more faith, to have more hope, and like I said, the wishful thinking, as far, and positive thinking, and even just speaking affirmations into your life, so that these things start to change. But I know, like, if you don't change what's internally going on, like, it won't show in the external. So yeah, let me see what else. Yeah, this has more so to do with your turn and for things actually working out with you, as I'm getting the same vibe. So a lot of you all have some issues with being impatient. That's coming up here as well. And also a lot of you all, impatience. It's like you feel like, damn, like, I've been putting in so much hard work, like, when is it going to be my turn and whatnot. And that starts to take a toll. It takes a toll on your self-confidence, and your courage and strength and just endurance to keep going. So yeah, a lot of you all are impatient, so you should address that too. It is true, you have put work in. It's true, it is what it is. It's just, it may just not be your season yet, but that's something that you have to address as well. That's something that you have to address, and just the anxiety and the fear that is surrounding that. So yeah, let's see. Damn. So that's what you're suppressing. Let me move on, because my time is running down. My time is running down. I'm gonna take the Miss Cleo deck. And let's see. What are you currently suppressing? What is actually oppressing you? I mean, I feel like it's just yeah. So basically, what's actually oppressing you is, it's true. Like, you all don't have as much support as I feel like you need. I feel like you need, and it might essentially just be because of quarantine. And like I said, a lot of your work depends on you being able to communicate with other people in collaboration and partnerships. So I feel like what's actually oppressing you is the fact that you might not have as much support right now. And not, I don't know, a lot of you all might feel as though like you can do this, like whatever it is that you want to do, that you can completely accomplish it by yourself. And not to say that you can't, but I feel like what it is that you want to do, and even moving on, like as far as when it comes to love and romance, like I feel like what's actually oppressing you is like the fact that you need support, and there's an absence of support right now. And there's also some issues with the foundation. So I feel like I know it sucks to hear, like, where it's like you might feel as though you've done enough and you've done a lot of work, and even healing work or anything, but it seems like there's some more healing work that has to be done. And just being able to be truthful with yourself, and being able to be self-aware, which is kind of what I was just talking about, to be able to actually address those feelings that you're suppressing. So that's actually what's oppressing you right now, is the fact of, like, you have to get real with yourself. Like, if you can get real with the roles that you've been playing for other people that are actually false and not your authentic self and who you truly are, and you haven't been showing up that way, then you have to go further and go within and be even more true with yourself about how you feel, and those lower and those, I mean, they can be negative vibrations, but I just say lower level vibrations and energy that you might try to suppress. You got to start to be real with yourself, and really embody that system of, like, checks and balances that I feel like I spoke about last week, and keep putting yourself in check. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, not to say, like, being hard on yourself, but you know when you doing some shit that you shouldn't be doing, or you feeling some type of way that has to be checked. It can't go unchecked. You feel what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I feel like you all actually do have a lack of support, and you do need more support. Even, and if this is about money as well, and like business and finance, then also I feel like you all might have business plans that you haven't really shared with other people, that need to be shared. It's just, I don't know if, I don't want to say it's a lack. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence here, or if it's just a fear that I spoke about, because there's also a fear of success that I literally just spoke about in that last reading. But yeah, there's a lack of support here. I definitely can say that, and just being more aware and self-aware of yourself. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, this is bringing it back to love. I feel like you all have to be even more, you have to put your sexual energies in check as well. And the chakra that actually looks at sexuality, the sacral chakra, also looks at your creativity as well. And those two things are linked within that chakra. So I feel as though it's also looking at and checking your sexuality. And you're like, how so? And I feel like, I don't want to come at nobody, but I feel like you have a way of being manipulative when it comes to your sexuality, especially towards other people. And it seems like that's something that you have to get in check. Now, how that relates to your creativity and to what you want to do in life or right now, I'm not 100% sure, but let me see. Yeah, a lot of you all might be focused a lot of you all might be focused on the wrong things. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, a lot of you all have been putting more energy into your sexuality. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but putting more energy into that, and maybe how it affects other people, as opposed to putting that time into your creativity or whatever it is that you have going on. It's really confusing. But that's actually oppressing you. I don't know. Maybe your sacral chakra too open. I don't know. You tell me. If your sacral chakra is too open. But that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like a imbalance of energy or something. I don't know. But all right, let me move on. I only have 5 minutes left. Let's see. Some advice to shed those energies so you can truly unleash that sexy within you. And like I said, I used sexy as more so of a noun as opposed to an adjective, and it's more so about just increasing your self-esteem and confidence so that you can truly step out into this world and make an impact. As far as for advice, I have some surrender cards that I'm going to go ahead and use. I love these surrender cards, but we're just gonna see, like, you know, what you can let go of so that you can truly be able to move forward. So the first card that I have here is for some advice is to surrender negative thinking, which definitely relates to those energies that were suppressing, that you were suppressing. Something that needs to be released is surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly focus on positive affirmations. So this is basically a strategy that these cards are giving for you to be able to transmute that energy. But you'll find your own way of combating negative thinking and fears when you decide to actually address them and start to take those steps. So when something like negative like comes up for me, I just address it and I ask, like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why is this thought making me feel this way? Is it making me feel powerless? What is this doing? And then you continue to explore, and 9 times out of 10, that negative thought will be linked, like I said, back to some earlier life experience or childhood experience, and you can use that opportunity as a healing moment, as a moment to grow from that opportunity. But it's sporadic, you know what I'm trying to say? It happens here and there. And I feel like I mentioned that, like, sporadic healing moments. It could have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I feel like I've said that. But yeah, that comes up. The next card says to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. And this is basically just telling you that, like, it's time for you to replenish your energies by taking the break that you needed, which came up in the first reading with the 10 of Wands in reverse, and you just letting go of things that no longer apply to you. I feel like you all have just been working hard, have just been putting a lot of energy into things that don't apply to you, things that aren't even in congruence with your authentic self, with your higher self. And you've literally just been burning out and you don't know why. But the things that you've been doing for other people, and maybe some things that you've been doing for yourself, just are not beneficial to who you truly are. So it's time to let those things go. And then we have, I love it, I think this might be ending our reading right here. And then we have surrender to your full power. This is nice. I love it. And then in Leo fashion, for Leo season, she's on a lion. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. I love spirit. But anyway, it says your life is calling for you to step in your full power rather than playing it small. So those fears that you have actually been suppressing, like I said, it's really time for you to start to address those things so you can step out into this world and embrace and elevate your sexy, like show up with confidence, like. And honestly, Leo season is the perfect time to do it, because this season is all about shining bright like a diamond. This season is all about having fun, being playful. It's all about being more of an effective leader, being diplomatic. This isn't the season to start drama. Like, if anything, this is the season to truly be able to enjoy life and what you've put in. And all the hard work that you've been doing. It's time for you to relax. It's time for you to get outside, get some vitamin D3 into your system, since we naturally get it from the sun. Leo season is a happy time. You know, it's not a time to stress, and if things are stressful, address them and keep it pushing. Now is the time to really step into who you truly are, and to allow your internal and all the hard work that you've been doing, all the healing work that you've been doing, to actually start to show in your external world. So like I said, if you have any haters and people that are going to be mad because you're doing you and you're doing what feels right to you, just let that shit go, because it's not going to be in accordance with who you are and with your higher self. So why even deal with some stuff that don't even actually apply to who you truly are? So continue to step into who you are and be authentic. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the reading right there. I wish I could continue reading, but my hour is up. My hour is up. I don't know if I'm going to read next week, only because I'm going to be meeting up with Chacha, and I will be doing her nails. So I'm probably not going to be reading next week. I'm not sure. But I will make sure to post. My birthday is August 6th. I'm a Leo to the core. So Make sure you wish me some happy birthday wishes and whatnot. Hit my Cash App. I'm serious. But anyway, all my readings are 50% off, all my personal readings. I posted about this yesterday, but just in case you missed it, you can go to my page and look at my story highlights, and there's a story highlight that says 50% off, and those are basically my reading guidelines and whatnot. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this reading. Make sure to check me out on YouTube. Check out my readings on there. And I will see you all, if not next week, then the week after. I'll see you all then. Have a good night and please be safe.